What's good, y'all? It's your boy Stev0 Speaks. It's your boy Bobby Valentino. Hey,
Yes,
it's
sir.
NBA Central. Hey, we came to talk a little bit of Mo Dame. It's a bunch of rumors out saying they're pretty close to a deal. And we gonna mention some what's in the package. And some people out here named Paul Pierce that might got something that maybe people don't like, but I don't know. I kind of agree with them. But you know what? Y'all gotta hear that music first.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
Dame Dollar, Dame Dollar, Dame Dollar been the talk of the week, month, year, almost. It feel.
Bro.
Hey man, for the longest for this week, we've been talking about him. We just got done doing a video a couple days ago speaking on how his agent came out and said, "Hey, he ain't trying to go nowhere else but the Heat.
Man.
If you try to trade him anyway, you're gonna get a disgruntled Dame." And we voiced our opinions on it, but yeah, now that they're saying that it's a pretty close, they're getting pretty close to for this trade going down. There's also mentioned some of the package that will be a part of the trade package, which is I've seen is 3 round picks and Tyler Hero. Now I'm sitting here like, okay, I always knew that Tyler Hero was probably gonna be in that mix, but it's like going back to the other video, it's like I Dame, he kind of waited a little too late. You
Right.
kind of wait a little too late because you done let Gabe and Struce they lost them. They just straight up
Yep.
lost them. They didn't even get nothing back. So
Mhm.
they could have been even though losing, you probably want to try to keep them. It was gonna be kind of impossible to keep them,
Right.
especially if you wanted to keep Dame. So you was gonna have to give them up for some. But now it's like you giving up, you losing more and more and more, and it's like at this point, is the Heat even the best option?
Right. For real, especially if you trying to talk about the type of package you can get back. Because from what I heard, they want to give up Jovic, who I think is he could be something, but we really don't know. They even try to throw Kyle Lowry in there. We not taking that. Then
Mm-mm.
Tyler Hero, you be like, okay, cool. But then if you're looking at the Portland perspective, they like, bro, we got Scoop, we got Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp. Where does Tyler Hero fit in this
Yeah,
equation?
and
Then
you
they
got to pay him soon.
Exactly. And they talked about the one of the other young guys they just drafted not too long ago. So when you're looking at the package, it's kind of mid, if we being honest. Like to me, if I'm Dame, if Boston is calling, I think if you Dame, you'd be like, bro, you gotta open it up. But if you were the front office of the
Yeah,
Portland Trailblazers, you'd be like, man, look at what I could potentially get from at least Boston. At least I can get a Malcolm Brogdon who can come in off the bench and be solid and a good veteran for my young guys. Then you'd be like, all right, cool. Do you really need Time Lord? Can we get him? He could be our big man
right.
of the future. So that's something that if I'm the Portland front office, I'm like, dang, we'll send you to Boston, but are you willing to go there? And I think that
Yeah,
just real quick before you continue, I think that stuff that the agent put out is baloney. I never see Dame being a disgruntled superstar, bro. He didn't went through everything with the Portland Trail Blazers and give him no smoke. Now all of a sudden, if he go to another team, he gonna be a disgruntled superstar. I don't know if I believe that.
I
Blogner,
don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you with the disgruntled superstar part. I think he's just trying to use it as leverage because he don't have any. It's
Right.
like he really just trying to be like he trying to be like Eli and them daddy. Like, hey,
Uh-huh.
bro, you better not draft me with the Chargers. We ain't
Right.
playing. And that's I think
Mhm.
that's just he just trying to strong arm his way. And it's just like you didn't put yourself in position. Me and Kev talked about it all this time. Like there was a countless of blueprints of how you could have strong arm your way from
Bro.
KD to James Harden to Kyrie. There's
Bro.
three blueprints right there. What
Facts.
you decided to do, what Kev always said, you decided to keep getting extensions and big dumb
He
ones at that.
trapped himself. He trapped
You
himself.
trapped yourself and you didn't get no trade clause, which is crazy because they giving out trade clauses like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
At least to some
Easy.
players, right? Can you
Like,
believe that Bradley Beal was the only one that had one? I was like, how? No, bro.
not everybody got one. That's crazy, but
Crazy.
like,
Yeah.
that's what happens when you pay that. When he signed that supermax, and when you
Right.
sign that supermax, you put yourself in a hole. And I'm not against nobody taking that money, but you got to be realize you can't play the money game, and it's hard to play the money game and winning game. It's just hard.
Yeah. Facts.
especially the big money game, because money come with winning. But y'all want generation on top of generation wealth. So
Right.
I get it, but that let you 20, 30, 32 years old. Now you want to win. You didn't put yourself in the best position to make yourself available to do such. You put yourself on hold. They can send you whatever you want. You can be a Thunder.
Me, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at
I
it.
wasn't even mad at that. Be
Put him
honest with
next
you.
to
Like,
SGA, and if you can keep Chet and keep some of those, keep Williams for sure. Keep
for
Jalen
sure.
Williams. Anybody else in some draft capital, get up out of there.
And, and I think that's our whole point. I think like we not tripping about him leaving. Of course we
Right.
not. We just want like, bro, open up your horizon. Don't be said gun ho on the Heat. You shouldn't be gun ho, because like you said, if you wanted to go for the Heat, you should have been saying I wanted to trade and
Right.
said I wanted to go to the Heat. They probably would have made it happen.
And
No, you left it up the plausible probability, thinking they wasn't gonna steer you wrong, and you didn't play the game right. You didn't play the game right.
You said something that was key. Timing. What if after the finals, Damian Lillard was like, all right, I want to trade? What if right
That
after the
meeting.
finals, but y'all had a meeting like a few days before free agency, and we didn't know that you requested a trade request until the start of free agency? You screwed up everything.
Day 2.
You screwed up everything, bro. He screwed it up. After
That's
the
your
finals,
fault.
he's supposed to, I want to request a trade. Boom. Now, just like you mentioned, Miami, they could have worked in and gave Vincent Max Drew sign a trade. Boom, give you some draft capital. Maybe another young player in Jovic. That's your 3 players right there. All guys that can come in and contribute to the Portland Trailblazers, and they get draft capital. You going to Miami. You made it harder. You took too long. Timing was everything, and you played around and dug in your ass, and now it's hard.
It's hard. It is really what it is. It's almost like you paying all these lawyer fees, and your lawyers look like, bro, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get you out of this. I'm gonna try, but like it is what it is. And now it's getting to the point where now some of these NBA greats is coming out saying how they feel. We know a lot of people want him, from Kendrick Persis to Tracy McGrady, who's on the clip that I'm about to show. They want him to go to the Heat, and I don't think nobody's against him going to the Heat. But me personally, I'm starting to click my blinker and go in that left turn for him, because I ain't gonna lie, the Heat now just don't look as attractive as it did.
Oh yeah,
it just don't. So as y'all know, Paul Pierce, Rachel Junichison, they've been on Showtime doing their thing. They got a little show going on, and they was talking about Dame Lillard. Rachel asked them how they felt about Dame and who they wanted him to go. And I'm gonna play this clip, and Tracy and Paul gonna voice their opinion. It might be some controversy, but hey, just hear him out.
Facts.
If you could pick anywhere for Damian Lillard,
it'll be Miami.
You do think that's the right spot for him?
Him, Jimmy, Bam,
the
and
culture,
Dame,
Spoelstra.
Yes,
yeah.
Because I know they're gonna have the right pieces around him.
Yeah.
They're gonna have that. But those 3 together,
you put them together, they won't make it out the first round.
Wait!
You gotta understand how they got to the championship this year. A lot of this had to do with their depth. And guys playing way above their pay grade. Way up. Caleb, Anthony, these guys was averaging 20 points on Boston. We ain't never seen them do that. Then you had Duncan Robinson. So if you get Dame, they gone. They already gone, but then you lose another 18 point, 20 score, gone. You gonna have to throw in Robinson. You gonna have to gut that team out.
You don't think they're gonna get out of the first round?
They lost Vincent, Truce. Struce.
You please jump in here, because I can't believe what I'm hearing.
All right, what does Struce do?
he shoot.
He was killing. Vincent, 20. Caleb, 20 a night versus the Celtics. Duncan Robinson, these is 4 key pieces.
Duncan Robinson wasn't doing.
He was killing.
Man,
I was at the Celtics series. I couldn't believe these guys.
In the first couple series, Duncan Robinson didn't even play.
Man, Miami,
he didn't play.
Listen, Miami was a play-in team. You forgot that.
No, I didn't forget that.
They was a play. If you add,
and they made it to the chip.
If you just add
Dame,
this team won't make it out the first round with them 3 with no depth.
They're gonna have.
He called that man Truce, bro.
Right. Truce. What does Truce do?
Hey, but how you feel on that though?
I mean, I feel like Paul Pierce, even though my man's be off the weed,
That
he
would be off
probably
a
got a
couple
fair
things.
point.
He definitely got a fair
He
point.
probably got a fair point simply because, bro, just 3 guys will not be able to win it. You know that the playoffs, and we seen it time and time after again. We know what the stars are gonna do, but what player that's a role player, bro, can they step in and give you a game or step in and give you a moment to where you like, oh yeah, aka Bruce Brown, aka Christian Braun. You know what I'm saying? And those type of things and those type of situations, you know what I'm saying? You seen Max Strus step up. You seen Gabe Vincent step up. You seen eventually Duncan Robinson in the latter part of the postseason finally come on and do something. So, you know what I'm saying? They gonna have to figure it out. They good with player development. But how fastly can you develop some young talent?
Yeah, because the one young, no matter they were young. They've been in the league for a minute, and they've been in a lot of nice situations. Yeah, I agree. Like I will give them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like they can make it to the second round just because how talented they are as that three. But like I said, one of the main key factors of we going in and we not knowing how far they was gonna make it in is because they had a team full of undrafted players, young late rounds, and it was just a talent margin.
Right.
It was just a talent margin, and some played out of their body with Caleb Martin. Is it Caleb or Kobe? I think it's
It's
Caleb Martin.
Caleb, yeah.
Yeah, Caleb was killing. Duncan turned it on in some of them games. Um, even you got some output from Kyle Lowry, but you 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 betting on a lot going up against because like I said, these East teams, we did make a video said like the East might have got a little bit worse, but they didn't get too much worse. A lot of them got better too. A lot of the mid-level teams, the Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons, you got to watch out because those teams can beat you on a nightly basis. So and they built right. These ain't no small teams in the East either. And
Right.
yeah, like you gonna lose a lot of depth now, especially waiting too late because you probably could have held it was a possibility it would have been hard, but it was a possibility you could have held on to Tyler Hero before this if you
Yeah.
kept Matt Strus and Gabe Vincent and others. But
Mhm.
like now that you waited too long, yeah, he got like you're losing everybody and you barely made it there. Y'all was dragging a leg in the finals. Like
Yeah.
y'all gonna be dragging another one just to get in there. Y'all gonna be a whole arm cut off. Like, come on.
For real, because now if let's just say for the sake of argument that the trade does go through and they just eviscerate the entire lineup, now y'all gonna have to go ahead and fill these holes, and y'all got so
Phoenix
much
Suns this mug.
on the real. Y'all got so much money tied up into Dame, Jimmy, and Bam. Now y'all gonna have to depend on veteran minimums. I mean, it's gonna be some guys that want to come up there and play for the veteran minimum, but do they fill in a way to where you can feel like, hey, we're gonna be right back in the mix for to compete for a championship? It could happen. Pat Riley, everybody know the Heat culture. Some players want to play behind that, but you just never know right now. So
Yeah.
it's a lot to think about. I just think
And
timing was everything, like you said.
yeah. And Caleb, not Caleb. Kyle Lowry's getting paid like 30 next year. So
What?
yeah. Like he had a bad like when they traded for, I was like, now I don't know if y'all realize what contract y'all giving this man. But hey, go ahead. But yeah.
I guess.
Hey,
I guess.
Wade County need to do some reconstruction thinking over here because I
For
don't know
real.
if Dame the move anymore. At this point it is the move because you done let everybody go. So it's almost
Fact.
like you got to get Dame
You
because
gotta get
at
them.
this point you just wasted time. You just wasted time and did nothing because you
Right.
thought you was getting them. But yeah, man, that's our episode today. Y'all let us know down in the comments if they ain't tripping because we think he tripping. But it is what it is. We just hope you open up your horizon. Like I said, anybody in the East you go to, I'll be cool with because I'm tired of waiting up till 12 o'clock to watch ass. That's all I'm saying. But
Bro.
yeah, that's all I want. But yeah, just open up your horizon and don't be all stuck on the doggone Heat because, like I said, they just don't look like the same Heat that they've been, especially
No.
now.
At least on paper for right now.
Especially on paper. But that's your episode. It's your boy Stevo Speaks, one of your hosts here with my other host, Bobby Valentino. And we're gonna check with y'all in another one.
No, bro.
Okay.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.